I'm gonna try that again. Because I just realized the volume was heckin' loud. All right. Let's try that again. So for those who missed it earlier this week, my son had a sudden medical situation over the weekend. It pulled me away from streaming for a couple of days while I handled the family stuff. He's home now. He's recovering. Everything's calmed down. We're basically in the follow-up recovery and everybody, just chilling out finally again phase now, which I'm extremely grateful for. Again, thank you to everyone for being patient and understanding. I know I disappeared unexpectedly, but it really does mean a lot that you guys stuck around, so thank you. And since it's Mental Health Awareness Month, the Extra Life charity campaign is still running all month for children's mental health support. Donations through the campaign go directly to the cause. Twitch doesn't touch any, and I don't touch any of it. If anybody's looking for ways to directly support the channel after the unexpected chaos this week, tips still help the most since I receive 100% of those immediately. Subs, bits, lurks, hanging out, all of it is genuinely appreciated more than you know. Also, yes, he hung out with us yesterday for some gameplay, so clearly he survived my stress levels this week. Okay, so all right, chat, welcome to FAFO Friday. Tonight we're diving into Hex-a-Decimal. It's an indie playtest that I know almost nothing about going in, which is typical for my playtests, which honestly feels spiritually correct for this stream series. No guides, no previews, no spoilers, just vibes, confusion, possible brilliance, and me figuring things out in real time with all of you. So, grab snacks, settle in, and let's see whether this becomes a hidden gem or a beautifully chaotic life choice. Hopefully, the indie dev is brave enough to let me lose in their game. So again, totally blind run, no spoilers, no prep, no safety net. We're just figuring this all out together. Well, that said, let's go ahead and get our game showing so we can get it going. And of course, something wants to mess up. No spoilers from the devs. I know you guys love your games. I love that you love your games that much. What I need is no spoilers. Tidbits, factoids, yes. Spoilers, no. All right, now it's going. Let me move my big old head out the way. So if you guys have questions for the developer, now is a good time to ask them. Anytime during the stream is a really great time to ask them. They're here for not just my benefit or the stream's benefit, but they're here to learn and develop and grow as a, developer. So they're here to get beat up, basically. So be mean. Be real mean. Because if they don't know what they need to fix, how are they going to fix it? That's what a playtest is for. You're not here to go, oh, well, it was really nice and but. That's not what this is for. See? The dev even said, my game didn't take it. Alright, let me move my big old booty out the way so you guys can actually see some gameplay. Let me run over here real quick. Whoops. I need to turn around. I'm facing the wrong way. Woo! There we are. Much better. I usually show chat, but I'm not going to show chat today. I will be on top of chat because I do have my chat alerts up. Because honestly, I think the chat window covers quite a lot for demos, and I don't want to obscure their hard work. So, okay. So the first thing we do with these games is we see if it works with a controller. Mostly because I like to use controller. If I can use controller, I will. And other because, sometimes they say, oh, I didn't code it for a controller. But if you put it on the computer has Windows, and I have an Xbox controller, 9 times out of 10, if you don't know, Microsoft owns both the most of Windows, if not all of it. Actually, no, they own all of it. I misspoke. And they also own Xbox, so they're compatible to work together. So if you did a computer game and I'm using an Xbox controller, 9 times out of 10, it'll work. Very rare occasions it doesn't, but 9 times out of 10 it will. So let me get my controller cord. The only finagly part about this is that I have to figure out what buttons do what in the game, especially if they did not already, prepare for a controller to be working with it. One moment, please. I have to get my phone out so I can see. Yes, controller support works for every level. I might need to explain the controls, though, because the tutorials were written for keyboard. Well, there's your first note. You might want to have controls written for also the controller. Let me get my... Accessibility is really important for a game for many, many reasons. And you'll hear me say a lot on this channel. Devs assume that we know because we're gamers, and for the most part, yes. But there is that small 33% who's brand new to gaming, who's never understood game language, who has no idea what we're talking about. Just assume that you need to hold our hand the whole time. Give me 1 second here. Okay, now I can see chat while I play. Alright, so, again, I've not seen this game before. I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know how to play. I don't know how to navigate anything, and I don't want to be told. The whole point of the playtest is to see if I can figure it out. Okay, I have figured it out. It is the left stick is moving stuff. Cool. Options. It's pretty straightforward, the graphics in this game. There aren't many choices in graphics. Ah, good, we can turn the sound off. Whew. See, I'm one of those people who, after a while, no matter how pleasant the music is, I will need to turn it off at some point. So that's nice to have. Save game, reset, okay, controls. Oh, you do have controller instructions. Okay, first thing is, I would shorten this. This is a lot to look at when someone just wants to quickly look at the control menu. So instead of click the whole sentence, just have the click emoji, the little arrow with the little stars on the tip. Have that emoji, put the plus sign, okay? And then, or at least, at the very least, have a picture, a mini picture of a mouse with the left button filled in so that they know, oh, okay, click and drag to place conveyors. Click and drag equals conveyors. Click and drag, right mouse filled in equals delete. Space, start, just really keep it simple because most people just want to look at it and go. And that the same advice for the controller. A equals left stick, right stick, move. Drag with left trigger to place conveyors. Okay, so left trigger, right trigger. Left trigger, conveyors. Right trigger, delete. Very simple, very watered down language. Okay. Before we even get into the game, level editor. Okay. Maybe this is a lot for me right now. Maybe I should get out of this. Let's just play the game and see. All right. So you can start at any level? Or are you locked out of levels until you pass the other levels? Let's see. No, you're not. Oh, that's scary. I don't think I like that one. Okay, so now how do I get to the save solution, tutorial, load solution? That's interesting. Great. So I couldn't get down into the below menu using the controller. Let's see if I can get into the below menu using the trackpad. And it doesn't switch easily between trackpad and controller because I'm trying to use the trackpad and it's not working. So I'd have to unplug the controller, I believe, to then use the trackpad. Yep. Mildly difficult for some people, to be honest. Tutorial. Oh, okay, so this is the tutorial. You should say the tutorial right up in here. Somewhere in here should be the tutorial. I mean, just the word tutorial is all I'm saying. Okay, exit level. So if you can manage to fix that so that the controller can get down into that menu without me having to unplug the controller, that's convenience right there. That would be something that I know a lot of people would appreciate. Now I have to wait for the controller to come back in. Okay, controller connected. Let's go. All right. I had to wait for the controller to register. Welcome to Hex-a-Decimal. Click and drag with the mouse to place conveyors. Now, see, this is where you would put that information. In the quick menu, you don't do that. Don't put all those sentences. Just put it real simple. Here, this is perfect. Click and drag with the mouse to place conveyors. Hold down right click to delete. Okay. So I'm going to say put the controller instructions in here too. Hold down right click to delete them. Simply connect the hex input to the decimal output and then press spacebar. Okay, so for those who aren't good at math, I know they shouldn't be playing this game, but still, let's say they want to try. They want to see. Okay? I'm already confused. Simply connect the hex 16 input to the decimal 10 output and then press spacebar or Z to run the simulation. I didn't even know this was a simulation game. Okay. If you wish to reread a tutorial, just click the tutorial button located at the bottom of the left menu. I have to put 16 into 10. Doesn't that make 26? Weird. Wait. Okay. Color me confused.